The history of basketball is rich with legendary performers. Those who have dominated the paint, dazzled us with their passing, displayed uncanny marksmanship, and risen above the crowd. Other than talent, the common thread among all these legends is simple. They're known by a single name. And now, as we look to the future, a young man called LeBron attempts to earn that same distinction. Can LeBron James take his first step toward legendary status? Find out next. Tell us a little bit about what you know about LeBron James.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Dan. When you talk about LeBron James, it's been a runaway freight train. The Express with hype. It has started 2 years ago. He was on the cover last year of Sports Illustrated, on the cover of ESPN magazine this week. And that is all created. Curiosity, curiosity, curiosity. Hey, he's one of those teenage phenoms that come along in their given sport and are so gifted, like a Venus Williams, a Serena Williams, a Tiger Woods, a Kobe Bryant, an Alex Rodriguez. And all I know is if he's half as good as all I've heard about him, he is going to be one special athlete. I can't wait to see him play in person.
Well, if we go on the assumption that he's going to the NBA, let's here to give us some perspective. Jay, how good is LeBron James?
Well, simply put, Dan, LeBron James is the best high school basketball player I have ever seen. And I think as a 17-year-old, he's better than Kobe Bryant was at the same age. Why? Because he is just as skilled as Kobe Bryant was, but he is more physically imposing. At 6'7", 235 pounds, he is a man right now, and he's got an extraordinary skill level. He's also a brilliant passer, a guy that can play with other people, find teammates, and create shots for others. He's got a maturity level that most kids his age just don't have, and he will be, without a doubt, the first pick in the draft. But
the offensive rebound.
In the early going, LeBron is standing there waiting for the ball to come to him.
Now run out for Oak Hill, and it's Harris again.
Nice pass.
Stories.
All Oak Hill early, although missing an outside shot there is Swan, so the lead is still 7. This is the shooter, Corey Jones, and there's James with a follow.
I'll tell you, he got up and down the court there, and he saw that great for 3 years because they may come for academic reasons or competition.
Stolen by Brandon Weems.
He's the truth. But a lot of guys can dunk. You know that. Can you do that, Bill, when you were a kid?
When I played, the dunk was illegal.
That's right. They made it illegal.
And it made me a better basketball player.
It was illegal also for Lou Alcindor, and your Wizard of Westwood doesn't believe we should use the dunk.
James now with 4, and the crowd is really into it. He brought them to their feet with this explosive dunk.
In transition, finally an opportunity to show the elevation, the windmill, the creativity, the extension.
An extremely unselfish player, again playing with 3 of his boyhood friends. They've all grown up together, went to high school together, and he likes setting them up. Here's Weems for 3 and give James the assist. Well, he's got a size advantage on Swan, and there they go.
That's a mismatch. That's an M&M. You can't handle him inside one-on-one. They'll need the redhead to go out there and guard him.
Brought up a point. The only guy who can stop LeBron James is LeBron James. Talk about what a 17-year-old is going through, outside influences, having his head on straight, like Steve Smith said. How do you feel about all that?
Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? How many college guys or NBA guys can make that pass in transition? In the NBA, that's a jam for a dunk. I mean, I got goosebumps watching that. Ball player.
Here comes James leading the Irish out. They were down big early, but there's another no-look feed.
There's what we're talking about, instincts, feel for the game. I mean, that is just so special, Bill.
The sense of where you are that we learned from Bill Bradley.
And they got him clean, and St.Vincent, St.Mary's got it back. Travis, James.
He got away with one there. UCLA.
I know what I would do.
James, what a find inside.
Nice, but what do you do? He talks about such love for her. They bounced around. She said we were on food stamps when he was young, and then he went to live with the Walker family.
4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. He's got the complete game. LeBron James is not even the leading scorer for the Fighting Irish of St. Vincent, St. Mary's. And even with that, this quote from one Western Conference scouting director, quote, LeBron would have been the #1 pick in last year's draft. That should give you an indication of what kind of talent he is. Clearly, LeBron James has been waiting to explode on the NBA scene for over 16 months now. But exactly who is he? And what can we tell you about LeBron James? Tom Friend with that story.
It's just a dunk on amateur video. Him blowing a rim to smithereens. But it only lengthens the legend of LeBron James.
I'll be amazed by some of the things that I do on the court sometimes.
Goes LeBron all the way.
To be able to make some kind of shots that, you know, a lot of people can't make, and to make passes a lot of people can't make. But I'll let my coaches and my friends come up to me and say, LeBron, what's going on with all this? Why are we getting so much exposure?
Everyone wants to get their hands on him. Nike, Adidas, the Cleveland Cavaliers, his high school teachers. But some things about James need clearing up. First being talk that his head is bloated.
Before I was in the stable house that I'm in now, I had moved at least 7 times in a year. And when I was living where you was talking about, Elizabeth Park, down in the projects, in those hard times, you see everything from crackheads, you know, to drug dealers, to gunshots every night, to police sirens. And I think it just made me stronger.
Another claim is that he's another of the Michael Jordan youth. That he's in love with just the dunk and the jump shot.
He wants to make the great pass as much as he wants to dunk the ball.
I like to share the wealth, you know. I just don't like getting all this for myself. It's all about the team.
He's the first one to tell you he's never won a game by himself.
I know every night I can go out there and score 50. I can easily be a ball hog, shoot all I want, because, you know, I got the willpower to not do that, because I want to see my team be excited too. And last year in the playoffs, at halftime, I had 5 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. And a guy had asked me, you know, it was a pretty bad halftime, isn't it? I said, how? You know, I'm sharing the ball, I'm getting rebounds, I'm into the point guard, and at halftime we was winning by 35. You know, it's not bad at all, I'm loving it.
Not that he doesn't have a lot of Jordan in him. In practice, he's so competitive that everyone, including his coach, is fair game.
How was that not a part of the play? No. She was right here. The ball was right here. We're going to spread the play. Go. Even if you don't, go. Still set it up.
But when these practices are over, it's him, not his coach or his teammates, who's on the cover of magazines. It's him at 17 who has to deal with his wristbands being sold on eBay and his high school games being televised nationally, with Dick Vitale announcing.
My concern now is that we have put him on such a high pedestal that he can't live up to it. Even if he's successful, there's going to be those who say, well, he didn't do this. Well, he didn't do that. You know, and I feel for him for that, because, you know, that's not fair. He's only 17.
Everyone, when they was younger, wanted to fly like Jordan, wanted to dish no-look passes like Magic, wanted to jump out of the gym like Julius, and wanted to shoot like Bird. You know, it's great to be compared to some of the greats.
To LeBron for a jam!
Harris had 11 and 7 to lead Oak Hill. James with a rebound and a putback. Is he a 1, a 2, a 3, or is he just a whatever he wants to be?
He's just a player, man. Yeah. He can play anywhere on the floor. I was talking at halftime with Jim O'Brien. He said, let me...
The complete physical package in someone who's not 18.
I'll tell you
what you forget. He's only 17 years old.
He was described to me by someone, I'll let him remain anonymous. He said he has the...
And when you lift their spirits, when you lift their confidence level, and you just dominated the basket area.
And you know, as a freshman, sophomore, got beat as a junior.
That's beautiful.
He's going in deep, and they can't handle that deep. He's automatic as his mom is cheering. Gloria.
This is what great players do. They take what they want.
They go to never
drop to the floor.
Vision. Great vision all the time. Great vision.
The ball's an extension of his mind.
Oh, he knew he had that one too.
Uh-oh, then it's chest pumping time. He knows he's good. He's got it. I'll tell you right now, my friends, he's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. There's no... It's beautifully. Once you enter college, you cannot be drafted until after your 3rd year.
But then would that make a lot of kids not come to college in the first place if you put that restriction in?
College is not for everybody.
Exactly. That's another true statement.
James with certainly the ability to make it look like he can go to the next level. The air ball to 3.
He's waving him off.
Yeah. Oh boy, a hard foul underneath the basket by Jarvell Scott on James.
Just got to bounce up. Just got to bounce right back up and play.
Look at the way we talk about next. We talk about changing the game. We know the sneaker wars that are coming out with the new equipment. Spalding has come out with a new ball just happening for this game, and there's Kobe Bryant and Paul Pierce are out there involved with it. So guys like this change.
When you talk about agility, mobility, and strength and body and the things they can achieve. And I love it all. I love basketball.
But they're all to LeBron, spread the floor, let him go to the hoop. The game is over.
It's academic now. I'll tell you, we were treated. We were curious. The curiosity really had me here with these stories yesterday on a front page story in USA Today.
Unbelievable.
And he has lived up to all the billing.
Which is so difficult. Our infusion player of the game, LeBron James.
Starters with 9 seconds to go. What a performance tonight, not just by James. The supporting cast also instrumental in a 20-point win over one of the best programs in the country.
I'll tell you, they came out and they live off Mr. James, though. Once he made that dunk, some bobblehead dolls, and make money off him. Let him try to enjoy his senior year as much. He's got enough heat and pressure.
31 points, standing by with Jay Billis. Jay?
LeBron, with all the hype going into this game, playing against the #1 team on national television, did you feel a lot of pressure coming into this?
Well, you know, it's a different game, a different atmosphere today. And today, we're playing the #1 team in the country. And I don't think it was no pressure for our team. I think it was more pressure for the fans, to come in here. We lost the last 2 years, and we just wanted to come here and get a victory.
The cover of USA Today, the cover of ESPN magazine last year on Sports Illustrated's cover. What do you think? Is this too much, or is it too much pressure for you?
Well, I think it's no pressure for me. I think if I come out and play my game and get my team involved in the game, it's a lot of notoriety for me and my teammates, but I just go out, play my game every night, and give it our all. And if we give it 110% like we did tonight, it's no pressure for us.
Your performance, you came out, it looked like you started slowly, relied a little bit too much on the jump shot. How did you calm yourself down?
Well, at halftime, our team was telling me I need to go inside a little bit more because the player that was guarding me had 3 fouls at halftime. So I said, anything it takes to win for our teammates. They told me to get inside, and I did that for our team, and we came out with a victory.
What's next for you? What do you have to improve upon when you want to take your game to the next level?
Well, it's all about just getting better every day. Of course, defensive-wise and getting your jump shot better to perfection. But it's just getting better every day for our team and for myself.
All right, LeBron James with Jay Billis. Well, we saw on the court